Hi, I'm back. So, I have other videos. They're sitting in editing. I've been procrastinating. Bear with me, guys. I have been crocheting every day, tons of things. I have especially been crocheting a ton of stuffies. So, this video, we're going to go over what I sold and made at Applefest in Franklin, PA. It was their 40th anniversary this year. This is a show that brings in 90,000 people over the 3-day weekend, Monday to Friday. Friday to Sunday. You pay $250 for a spot. It's a 10 by 10 spot. We're outside in the park. It's the first weekend in October. The first full weekend in October. It's rain or shine. And there are so many people. There are over 300 handmade only crafters. And people come from states and states away to set up. So it's amazing. As a local, like, it's only 15 minutes from my house, which is pretty cool. I've done it the last 2 years. Last year I made just a hair over 1,400 in sales and had basically no stuffed animals. And the year before I had made just over 1,200. And again, the only stuffed animals I had that year were like a few miscellaneous things and pumpkins galore. And I basically sold out of pumpkins. That being said, let's get into it. So I have my notes on the light. Oh, there you go. Okay. So on the first day, I sold 4 of the leggy froggies, 6 Tank the Turtles, 5 small axolotls, which will be a pattern that I'm going to release after craft show season, 9 Triceratops, and I want to say that is Love Louise or something like that. It's a free pattern. 6 big axolotl, which is a free pattern that I found on Instagram. 5 of the Poppet mushies, another free pattern on Instagram. I sold 1 ghost, which was just something I freehanded. I sold 1 bat that I freehanded. I sold 1 beanie, so like men's style, no pom-pom. I sold 1 adult ear warmer, 2 pom-pom keychains, 1 macrame keychain, 1, I call them a fringe vest, but it's another free pattern. You make this floral granny square. It kind of looks like a sunflower in the middle or a sun, and you sew them together and you add straps and fringe. And 3 kids hats. Now I realize now I didn't say what any of those costs. So the leggy froggies, I sell them for $15. Tank the Turtles I sell for $10. The small axies I sell for $15. The Triceratops for $15. The big axolotls I sell for $20. The Poppet mushies I sell for $18. The ghost, it was a small one, so I sold it for $15. The bat was $20. The beanies I sell for $25. The adult ear warmers are $10. The pom-pom keychains are just $2. The macrame keychain is $8. The vest is $40. And all of my kids' hats are $15. So that was day 1. And hang on. I realize that my notes are on my cell phone, which I'm recording on. So let's kind of get into this a little bit. Sorry. Okay, so my total at the end of day 1 was $725. Yes, $725. So then we move on to Saturday, where I sold 10 Tank the Turtles, which are $15. 4 ghosts. The bigger ghost was $18 and the smaller ones were $15. I sold 3 beanies for $25. I sold 2 adult ear warmers for $2 or for $10. I sold 1 pom-pom keychain for $2. I sold 6 kids hats, and this is kids and baby sizes, for $15. I sold 3 pair of fingerless gloves, which are $20. I sold 7 chickens, which I freehanded my chicken, but it's inspired by Mabel Chicken on Etsy. I sold 2 messy bun hats, adult sizes, for $20 each. I sold 2, it's a chunky granny fringe cowl, is what I call it. So it's my pattern, it's a Not Your Granny cowl pattern. You make it in a super chunky yarn, you add fringe to it, it's enormous now. I sell them for $40. Then I sold 1 of my Not Your Granny cowl pattern for $20. I sold 1 adult pom-pom hat for $30. I sold 1 scarf for $30. I sold another miscellaneous cowl for $15. I have a whole bin of miscellaneous cowls that I have made and nobody ever buys from it, and maybe it's just because it's a miscellaneous bin of colorful things. Nobody ever goes through it. They don't know what they are. So I have them marked down to $15 just to get rid of them. I sold 2 small pumpkins, which are like this big, for $8. And I sold 1 medium pumpkin for $15. So that being said, my day 2 total was $747. Excuse me. Or no, $767. My bad. So then day 3, Sunday, it rained off and on all day Sunday and it was freezing. So normally Sundays sales are down anyways, but because of the rain, sales were about half as good. So on Sunday, I sold 2 Triceratops for $15. I sold 2 beanies for $25. I sold 3 adult ear warmers for $10. I sold 1 kid's hat for $15. 2 pair of fingerless gloves for $20. 3 chickens for $18. 1 messy bun hat for $20, which that's also my own pattern. It's my Fields of Tulips messy bun hat or beanie pattern. It's on Ravelry. I sold 5 adult pom-pom hats, miscellaneous patterns, some of which are mine, so check out my Ravelry page. And they're all $30. I sold another scarf for $30, and I sold 2 kids ear warmers for $8 a piece. So, in total, that means 4 leggy froggies, 16 Tank the Turtles, 5 small axolotl, 11 Triceratops, and that is 11 out of 12 that I made. The last one didn't sell because I finished it like 30 minutes before the show was over. 6 out of 6 big axolotls, 5 out of 5 poppet mushrooms, 5 out of 5 ghosts, 1 out of 1 bat. And then I don't have a total on like my beanies and hats and ear warmers and stuff, but 6 beanies, 6 adult ear warmers, 3 pom-pom keychains, 1 macrame keychain, 1 vest, 10 kids hats, 5 fingerless gloves, 10 out of 12 chickens. So I started with 12, I ended up selling 10. 3 messy bun hats, 2 of my chunky fringe cowls, 1 Not Your Granny cowl, 6 adult pom-pom hats, 2 scarves, 1 miscellaneous cowl, 2 small pumpkins, 1 medium pumpkin, and 2 kids' ear warmers, totaling to 115 items that I sold. I did forget to mention that my day 3 total in sales was $440. So when you add all 3 days together, I sold $1,932 worth of product. Now, I'm thinking that I must not have written something down, because doing the math of what money I had in my wallet, oh no, this adds up right. I sold a total of $1,932 worth of product, but I ended up getting $23 in tips. I set up the tip screen on my Square so that you have to either select a tip option or deny a tip before you ask for a receipt. It kind of feels weird, not gonna lie, but a lot of the times people actually give me a tip, which is kind of cool. You know, that $1 here, $3 there, it adds up, especially for a big show. So I ended up making $1,955 total for the weekend. And then you take away the $250 vendor fee. And then I spent some things. So let's see. I spent $53 in food, $30 in parking. So let me do this math real quick, because I did not beforehand. So $333 is my expenses, between food and parking and the vendor fee. So $333 taken away from $1,955 is just a little more than $1,600. We'll make that easy. In profit that I got from the show. Now, that does not take into account my Square fees. It does not take into account what I will have to pay in taxes at the end of the year. It doesn't take into account what I've spent on yarn. Because when I buy yarn, I don't buy things for a specific show. I buy it for all upcoming shows. So it gets kind of split up between everything, and it evens out at the end of the year. So I think at the end of this year, I'm going to do a wrap up of what I profited at each show versus how much money I spent on my business, and just show you guys exactly like how I break it down. So that way maybe you can figure it out too, because it took me forever to do things right. But yeah, so I'm going to put this with my videos of, you know, once I'm set up, and then some of the pictures as I go through the weekend, and then my end of show recap video. And then eventually I'll start posting some videos of market prep and stuff like that again, because man, oh man, there's so much. But otherwise, it is 9:47 at night. I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to get back to crocheting and watching my other crochet shows, because right now I'm working up a beanie because I need more men's beanies because I sold a lot of them. But yeah, catch me in the next video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to see more. If there's something in the video that you don't like, please feel free to comment and let me know. If there is something that you like in the video, same thing, let me know. I love to see your comments. I love to see, you know, what you're doing. You know, if you're a crocheter, comment down below what you're crocheting while you're watching this video, because I'm sure you're crocheting something. If you're not a crocheter, maybe you should learn. I do have a couple videos on my channel for absolute beginners, just to teach you beginner stitches. But otherwise, you guys have a good night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!